Hey you guys, welcome to our third story time for the summer reading program. I hope you've been enjoying our story times and our craft kits. Today's story time is going to be a traditional fairy tale and one that's a newer fairy tale. So let's go ahead and get started. Hello everybody, and how are you? How are you? How are you? Hello everybody, and how are you? How are you today? Come on everybody, can you clap your hands? Clap your hands, clap your hands. Come on everybody, can you clap your hands? Clap your hands today. Come on everybody, can you stamp your feet? Stamp your feet, stamp your feet. Hello everybody, can you stamp your feet? Stamp your feet today. Did you guys sing along with me? I know we've done that one a couple times before, so you guys did an awesome job, I'm sure. Guys, now we're gonna play Simon Says. Simon, are you excited about this theme? I see you're wearing a crown. Oh, you are excited? Are you Prince Simon or are you King Simon? He says he's Prince Simon. So everybody say, hi, Prince Simon. You did, didn't you? Okay, but Simon's favorite thing is still Simon Says. So let's see, what can we do today? Simon says, point to your nose. Simon says, point to your ear. Simon says, touch your shoulder. Touch your other shoulder. Did you do it? Simon didn't say. Simon says, touch your other shoulder. Simon says, touch your knee. Simon says, touch your elbow. Simon says, point to your forehead. Simon says, touch the top of your head. Oh, I forgot I had a unicorn horn. Simon says, touch your unicorn horn. Everybody pretend you've got one. Touch your unicorn horn. Because we're going to be doing lots of make-believe during this. Simon says, flap your arms like you're a bird. Wiggle your fingers. Did you do it? I didn't say Simon says. Simon says wiggle your fingers. Now Simon says, everybody sit down and we're going to sing a song and read a book. Okay? Y'all ready? All right, Simon's going to sit next to me. All right. If you want to hear a story, clap your hands. If you want to hear a story, clap your hands. If you want to hear a story, if you want to hear a story, if you want to hear a story, clap your hands. If you want to hear a story, tell your friends, shh. If you want to hear a story, tell your friends, shh. If you want to hear a story, if you want to hear a story, if you want to hear a story, tell your friends, shh. If you want to hear a story, sit real still. If you want to hear a story, sit real still. If you want to hear a story, if you want to hear a story, if you want to hear a story, sit real still. Are you guys ready? Are you all in place for our first book? Our first book today is Rapunzel. And I told you I like to change things up. So this she doesn't look like the usual Rapunzel. This one takes place in Africa. And the art is absolutely gorgeous to me. Once there was a man and a woman who longed to have a baby. Finally, their wish was granted, and the woman came to be with child. Next to their hut was a garden full of beautiful flowers and herbs. However, no one dared go in it because it belonged to a wicked sorceress. One day, the wife saw fresh Rapunzel growing in the garden and had the greatest desire to eat some. With each passing day that came, she couldn't have any. Her desire grew, and she became very ill. Her husband asked, "What ails you, dear wife?" "Oh," she answered, "if I do not get Rapunzel, I shall surely die." The man decided he must get some, no matter what. So that evening, he climbed into the garden and quickly grabbed some. The Rapunzel tasted so good that now the wife wanted even more. Once again, the husband bravely climbed into the garden. And there, to his horror, stood the sorceress. Oh, she doesn't look nice. "How dare you come into my garden and steal my Rapunzel? You will pay for this," she said. The husband begged for mercy and explained that his wife would die if she did not have any. "Well then, you can take the Rapunzel, but you must give me the child your wife will soon bring into the world." The man in his terror agreed. He didn't know what else to do. When the child was born, the sorceress appeared and named the little girl Rapunzel and took her away. The baby's so pretty. Rapunzel grew into the most beautiful child under the sun. When Rapunzel turned 12, the sorceress locked her in a high tower that had neither door nor stairs, but only a window at the very top. When the sorceress wanted to enter, she stood below and called out, "Rapunzel, Rapunzel, lay down your hair." Rapunzel then wound her beautiful long hair around a hook and let it fall to the ground below so the sorceress could climb up. A few years later, a prince was riding by the tower. When he heard a song so lovely, he stopped to listen. He saw Rapunzel in the window, and he fell in love with her. He wanted to climb up, but found no way to do so. The prince returned every day to hear Rapunzel's sweet song. One day, he saw the sorceress approach the tower, and he hid behind a tree to listen. "Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair," she called. He watched as the sorceress climbed up into the tiny window. The following day, the prince went to the tower and called, as the sorceress had done, "Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair." The hair fell down and the prince climbed up. At first, Rapunzel was frightened, but then the prince spoke kindly and explained that his heart had been touched by her singing. Rapunzel lost her fear, and when he asked if she would take him for a husband, she said yes. They said their vows of marriage in the tower and agreed that the prince would come every night whenever the sorceress was away. The sorceress did not find out about the prince's visits until one day Rapunzel said, "Please help me with my dress. It seems to grow tighter every day." "Why, you thankless girl," the sorceress cried, realizing that Rapunzel was with child. "I thought I had separated you from the world, but you have tricked me." She grabbed Rapunzel's hair and snip, snap, cut it off. Then she took poor Rapunzel into the wilderness, where she left her all alone. The sorceress returned to the tower and tied the cut-off hair to the hook of the window. When the prince came and called out, "Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair," she let down the hair. The prince climbed up, but instead of his beloved Rapunzel, he found the evil sorceress. "Aha, you have come for your dearest, but you will never see her again." She's a mean sorceress. The prince was so overcome with grief that he threw himself from the tower. He escaped with his life, but the thorns he fell upon blinded his eyes. He wandered through the wilderness for years, eating nothing but roots and berries, weeping over the loss of his beloved wife. One day, the prince heard a voice. It seemed so familiar he went toward it. As he approached, Rapunzel recognized him and threw her arms around his shoulders and wept. Her tears fell on his eyes, and he was no longer blind. The prince led Rapunzel and their twins to his kingdom, where they were received with great joy and lived happily ever after. The end. All right, you guys, our second book today has a dragon in it, and it's called Lullaby Dragon. And I almost put this in a dragon story time because I have one coming up, but there were so many dragon books. Once there was a girl, an all-alone girl, in her own little bed, in her own little room, in her own little castle, who didn't have a dragon as a friend. And there was a dragon, an all-alone dragon in his big dragon nest, in his big dragon cave, in his big dragon mountain, who dreamed of a girl for a friend. "Oh," she cried silver tears, many, many tears, so wishing for a dragon, so lonely for a dragon. And they trickled down the stairs. Look at all those tears. Past teeny tiny mouse in his teeny tiny home. You see him? He is teeny tiny. Past the boat in the moat, past a frog in the bog. round a bend in the glen, to the mountain with the cave and the dragon. That's a lot of tears. Snore asleep was the dragon, dream asleep was the dragon, but the trickle of tears, little tickle of tears, woke him up. Gluck. Dragon followed the trail, the silver trail, round the bend in the glen, past the frog in the bog, past the boat in the moat, past the teeny tiny mouse in his teeny tiny house, to the castle and the room and the girl. Came a rumble and a tumble that might be a giant, but it wasn't. It might be a monster, but it wasn't. It might be a dragon. And it was. I am here, roared Dragon. You're a dear, whispered girl. I found you, roared Dragon, as I wished, whispered girl. Now they found each other and found out about each other. So they marched and they sang all the livelong day. And they slid and they hid till the deep dark night. All right. On the outside, girl is little. On the outside, dragon is big. But they're just exactly the same size in the middle. Dragon makes a fire, such a roasty toasty fire, and he roars a dragon roar, such a rumble-o roar, that the giants and the monsters nevermore, nevermore, and she's lonely for a dragon, nevermore. Now she sings little songs, little lullaby songs, and he wraps his tail around her, so gently around her. Now they're friends, best friends, forever friends. The end. I love the language in that book. It's kind of lilty. I hope you guys enjoyed the story.
Good morning, kiddos. Let's do some songs about fairy tales. This first one's about fairies. Fairies fly all around, all around. Fairies fly up high, fairies fly on low, all around, all around. Fairies fly all around, all around. Fairies fly up high, fairies fly down low, that around, all around. Alright, let's do a song about elves, little elves. There's a little elfie sitting on my nose. There's a little elfie sitting on my nose. He's sitting on my nose, then off away he goes. There's a little elfie sitting on my nose. There's a little elfie sitting on my knee. There's a little elfie sitting on my knee. He's sitting on my knee, then quickly he will flee. There's a little elfie sitting on my knee. There's a little elfie sitting on my head. There's a little elfie sitting on my head. He's sitting on my head, then he goes to find a bed. There's a little elfie sitting on my head. There's a little elfie sitting on my feet. There's a little elfie sitting on my feet. He's sitting on my feet, then he goes to find a seat. There's a little elfie sitting on my feet. There's a little elfie sitting on my hair. There's a little elfie sitting on my hair. He's sitting on my hair, but I don't really care. There's a little elfie sitting on my hair. Alright, next we're going to do Dance Freeze, and Miss Melanie's going to join me. When I play a song, I'm going to play a song, and you guys have to get up off your feet and dance. And when I freeze, you have to freeze like a statue or like ice. Down by the bay, where the watermelons grow, back to my home, I dare not go. For if I do, my mother would say, have you ever seen a worm in the perm? Down by the bay, down by the bay, where the watermelons grow, back to my home, dare not go, for if I do, my mama would say, have you ever seen a whale, the polka dot tail, down by the bay, where the watermelons grow? Back to my home, home, I dare not go, for if I do, my mother will say, have you ever seen a snake using a rake, down by the bay, where the watermelons grow? Back to my home, I dare not go, for if I do, my mother will say, have you ever seen a horse running, of course, down by the bay, where the watermelons grow? Back to my home, I dare not go, for if I do, my mother will say, have you ever seen a llama eating pajamas down by the bay, where the watermelons grow? Back to my home, I dare not go, for if I do, my mother will say, has there ever been a time you couldn't come up with a rhyme down by the bay? Alright, we always end with the ABCs. So, Alphabet is going to help me out here. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? Alright, thank you so much.
And just for one announcement, tomorrow we will be doing bilingual story time at 11 o'clock. That'll be our next program. Thanks, guys.